Pick is in.
All right, here we go, man. Who are they taking? I'm very, very, very excited. Pick is in.
They're making a pick.
Oh, I'm going to throw up. There it is. There it is.
Here's the pick.
Wow. They see, God, man, we should have traded. You know what I mean?
2 second-round picks.
That. 2 second-round picks?
And the 12th. Oh, man. That'll be discussed. Well,
it depends on who we take here. It depends on who we take.
Yeah.
All right, so help me God if we do something stupid.
Well, the Bears were kind of stuck there, too, because the Bucs were going to make a pick before the Bears did. So, I mean, it's kind of like if they really wanted to jump up to make that pick, with shutting the door on the 8th for the Bears, it's, you got to make that trade with the Bucs. Don't even.
No, it's my dad.
I know. He's probably telling you who they picked.
Let's see. No.
No.
He said hopefully somebody wants to trade for a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't see it now, though, because the pick is in. This is going to be really interesting. Here we go. We're getting to the moment here where...
You want to take your prediction real quick?
Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith, I'm with you. Please, Chicago, take Roquan Smith. We do need linebacker help, that's going to be super cool if they do that.
Wouldn't be mad with Tremaine Edmonds either.
Neither would I.
But I think that's a little stretch. I think maybe trade down a few spots if there is a trade on the table.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I wish we kind of would have moved down a little bit, but it's okay.
It's tough.
It's okay. Let's
get the guy you
it.
want. Other than, obviously Quentin Nelson not there anymore. We evaluated him. I wanted Tremaine Edmonds, and as this process has gone on, I won't hate Roquan Smith because I've watched a little bit more film since then, and firm believer. They actually Thayer was on this morning talking about Roquan Smith. This is the guy that he thinks could really grow into the face of the defense.
I could see that, dude, but you got to realize too at Georgia, Roquan Smith played with a guy named Lorenzo Carter, who is also a badass and is late first round to second round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's gonna play with Leonard Floyd.
If Leonard
and he's going to play with a solid top talent on the, they're going to shore up the outsides of the line too.
I don't want Minka, so I want it to be. I think our secondary is set. This draft is so deep with cornerbacks that I don't need to worry. But if Ryan Pace chooses this draft to be defensive orientated, it needs to be Roquan Smith now.
Oh
like
man,
you said, he could be a leader. All right, Goodell, what you got?
Don't beat Calvin Ridley.
Oh my God, don't say that, dude. With the 8th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select. Come on. Roquan Smith. There we go, baby.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Way to go, Bears.
Yep, there we go. Good
Way
pick.
to make that pick. That
pick.
is a great pick. I am off the cuff. I am excited. Roquan Smith is now a Chicago Bear. Your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts on this, I'm thinking about my linebacking core, buddy. I'm thinking of Leonard Floyd. I'm thinking on the inside, you're going to have Danny Trevathan and Kwiatkowski, and I'm thinking on the other outside, you're going to have a beast in Roquan Smith.
Yeah, they're up the board here. Gonna talk about a little bit of Roquan now for the run. The Bears take Roquan Smith, the linebacker out of Georgia, the 6'1", 236-pound linebacker. Ran a 4.51 at the combine.
Woo!
Very fast, strong points, very productive 2-year starter, 124 tackles last season. Quick reactor with top instincts. Makes plays versus both inside and outside runs. Good in coverage. Can play man or zone. Reacts well to the ball in the air. Physical for his size. He is a very strong tackler. Takes on and sheds blocks well. Has dominating plays in the semifinal game. Very good athlete with speed, change of direction, body control. The dump on him, weak size, but has the frame to carry the weight. So he's going to have to add some muscle. But these guys seem to come in and need to put on muscle no matter who they are. That's your rookie. I think this is a slam dunk, awesome pick for the Bears. There were people who were saying that this guy could go in the top 5 in early mock drafts before the run on the quarterbacks had happened, before we had found out that there are a lot of teams at the top who are trading to get up into this pick. I love this pick for the Bears. This is the one that me and you fought for. We said that this is who they should be picking. We like Tremaine Edmonds. I think this is the more safe pick. when it comes to the Bears, Roquan Smith, now a Bear, and then the center of that defense.
Like I said, if you want to be excited off pure potential and something like that, not as polished, Tremaine Edmunds is your pick if you trade down. Roquan Smith is a more polished player. He has a 7.0 grade on Pro Football Weekly, which is an A.
And a dominant starter.
That's a projection to be a dominant starter. So hopefully, Hub Arkish and his crew over there at Pro Football Weekly
did a lot of work on this. This is great.
This is huge for material. The Bears because this is something that I've said in earlier podcasts. I believe I have. Correct me if I'm wrong, but something I've said in earlier podcasts was I would like the linebacker position to be addressed, whether it's Tremaine Edmunds, Roquan Smith, Lorenzo Carter, even in the second round if he's available there. It's something that I want to check out. And Lorenzo Carter also has that ability to play edge too. He can get down and put 5 fingers on the ground and come off the edge. But Roquan Smith being there is a huge, huge pick for the Chicago Bears. What is very important to remember here is we were a top 10 defense last year with some injuries. Okay?
Right.
If we focus hard on the defense, if we go from a top 10 defense to a top 5 defense with what the moves that we have made on the offensive side of the ball, now do not get me wrong, we still need some guard help on the offensive end. This was the right pick to make.
It was.
You go from top 10 to top 5, this is
Ryan
huge.
Pace, you home run, buddy. Home run.
You're just saying the home run already. We haven't seen him yet, but yeah.
No, but this is a guy that you can plug and place who is going to be a guy who is going to show up. He is going to play. He played in the tough SEC. He's already played against some of the best competition in college. It's not a stretch. I know that this was the idea of Ryan Pace for a while. He's made stretch picks. Your Floyds, your Trubisky moving up. He's made these questionable picks. This is the right safe pick. At his floor, he is a guy who is going to contribute in the middle, make tackles, be solid for the defense. At the top, who knows what this guy could do? He is athletic. He is quick. He is a form tackler. He's a guy who is going to put up numbers in this system. And as you said, top 10 defense last year, I'm trying to get in the top 5. Make me a top 5 defense. I have the smart enough coach on the offensive side to lift my offense if I address the offensive line in the second round, which I think that they will with the guard position, or who knows, even trade back up in to get a guard that they might want. I think that they could maybe do that now, pending on who's still available later.
But we still got our second round. We got 2 fourth-round picks. I mean, I think we're going to be okay here. We got 7 picks total in this draft. So we have time. We have time to make decisions. We have to address what we need to address. Free agency is still not over.
No,
as we
absolutely
know,
not.
Undrafted free agents are always a possibility. You might get a diamond in the rough here and there.
Oh, wow. 49ers going Mike McGlinchey.
Oh, okay.
Weird. Yeah, I did not see that pick.
Guess what, man? If you think he's the right guy for the job to protect Jimmy Garoppolo, it's fair.
Jimmy, see, that's the talk when it came to we were talking about Quentin Nelson coming here. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to protect your asset. I think that they will address that guard spot in the second round, though. I really do. I feel like the Bears are going to find a guy because I think it's pretty guard heavy in this draft. And you also brought in Harry Hiestand, who is going to be able to coach guys up because that's what he's been known to do.
I just want to say real quick with with us taking Roquan Smith, I think that this draft is going to be more defensive orientated. I think with the 7 picks, I think we take at least 4 out of our 7 picks. 4 players will be for this defense, and I do think that 3 players will be for this offense. I think that we take a guard, possibly a tackle, maybe, but I'm going to say for sure the offensive players we take in this draft, for sure in my mind, will be a guard and or tackle and a wide receiver. I think we're going to see some line because Benny Cunningham's back. We don't need another running back. I think we're going to see offensive line help and a wide receiver be drafted, and then I do think that the other 4 picks, since we have 7, if we do not trade, will be defensive orientated picks. Maybe go get another corner. Address the end. I'm very excited.
First of all, I
have not been this excited a long time.
No, this
is
great for the Bears, and we've kind of dove in our initial reaction. I love it. Going back a little bit in the draft, I think it's amazing that with the 11th pick, the Dolphins will still have Josh Rosen on the board with maybe some questions regarding Tannehill and if they should take a quarterback. It's amazing to see, and we've talked about this. We were talking in the car on the way back here today. We both thought that Rosen was the most ready to go quarterback.
I think he's the most ready quarterback. Raiders traded Cardinals.
So the Cardinals are taking Rosen.
And he's and he's going to sit behind Sam Bradford in his first year.
He might, if he's healthy.
Who, Bradford?
If Bradford can
Bradford
play.
is, as far as we know right now, he's healthy.
Yeah, but that's always how that goes.
Right, I understand that, but wow, that's huge.
I wonder if he's thrown into the mix a lot quicker and earlier than we thought.
I'm going to tell you what, Bears fans, real quick, while we wait for this pick to come in. Not that we're not going to be diving into many more picks. We're just sitting here still talking. Probably go another 10 minutes or so. I am very, very excited, and I've said it before. I'm going to say it again about this Chicago Bears season. Getting a game changer at pick 8 like Roquan Smith. Our linebacking core, and Juice, go with me here if you feel me. I'm thinking, I know it's a different defense, man, but I'm thinking Rosie Colvin, Warwick Holdman, and Brian Urlacher. You remember them guys?
Oh, those were some bad guys on that.
That's the kind of linebacker core. If Leonard Floyd could stay healthy and you have a bad man like Danny Trevathan in the middle, a serviceable good starter and Kayakowski in the middle, and then Roquan coming off the other end, and then think about your front three. Think about it.
It could get real exciting in Chicago.
Goldman.
Here.
I mean, dude, our front seven. Oh my God.
Yeah,
and then our safeties in the back, and Eddie Jackson and Amos, who played good last year. The only question mark is corner.
So what? And that's the thing too.
And I'm a
firm believer. My front seven makes my back end look much better than it is.
Then it really is. Well, if you get pressure on the quarterback, it's a fact that your corners will look better, your safeties will look better, because if you're getting pressure, it's making the quarterback make a decision that he doesn't want to make right off the bat.
Yeah, it's man. This draft has just been
I'm
with everything that transpired for the Bears. Obviously, in the draft leading up to the Bears pick, maybe it doesn't go the way that we had 100% thought. Obviously, Quentin Nelson in a Bears uniform would have been really nice.
That would have made me very happy. I thought that was the safe pick, because when you invest in a quarterback like you've invested in Mitch, you want to invest in people to protect him, which is why you saw, San Francisco just take the tackle, and why you saw Quentin Nelson go to Indianapolis with Andrew Luck possibly coming back. But I think that Ryan Pace has some plans here. I think that this defense this year can possibly go from a top 10 to a top 5. And if we become the monsters of the Midway again, and we become a feared defense, and with the offensive weapons that we do have with an offensive-minded coach, this team might be scary, and I might be able to finally die a happy Bears fan within the next couple of years here, because that's the only team I need to see win a championship.
That's all we need.
That's the only team I need to see left. Not many people could say that, Juice. Not many people could say they've seen every team in their city win. I've seen the Bulls win. I've seen the Blackhawks win. I have seen my Chicago White Sox win a World Series. I just need to see the Chicago Bears win a Super Bowl. And to just substitute there, he has seen the Cubs win a World Series. Man. So we just need to see the Bears win. You can take me out in the back, and you can blow me away like we were talking about with Old Yeller earlier before we came on the air. I don't need to see anything else, man. That is as a sports fan, that is when I can die happy. I am very, very excited, and they traded up for this pick, and they still not made it yet, dude.
Yeah, it's probably they're ironing out a couple things. But that's the thing, too. It's slam dunk. It's Rosen, is it not? I mean,
who do you
unless you traded up and you
guess
don't
who they
believe in the
lost?
quarterback?
Remember who they lost, my friend?
The Honey Badger.
They lost Honey Badger. Maybe it's Fink Patrick.
Well,
see, this will be the last one we do, because I'm very, very interested in seeing this.
Yeah, just want to read a couple things on Twitter from Greg.
We'll stop after Miami.
That's fair. From Greg Gabriel, Smith has good instincts. They're rare. Best I've seen in a linebacker in years. He'll be the next great Chicago Bear. This is the guy who's analysis that we are reading here, along with Hub Arkish. They do this together. Charles Leno, Jr., member of the team on the line, met with Roquan on his visit with the Bears. Hell of a player, but an even better man. Great pick at Chicago Bears. Team already excited to get this guy in a Bears uniform. So are we. I'm thrilled with what the Bears did today, because honestly, going into this draft, I was really scared that they were going to screw this up.
Well, I mean, that's just the MO for Chicago teams, man. That's just
the draft in general for the last couple years, it's been nuts.
I do want to say one thing. Thank you, Ricky, for letting us do this here tonight. When we said we were going to do, we're going to talk what we're going to talk with Chicago sports and stuff, and we tried our best without getting distracted. But, check this out. So, Arizona gets a 10th overall pick. Raiders get 15th, a 2018 third-round pick, which is a 79th.
That's a hell of a haul to move up.
That's a hell of a haul. That is a hell of a haul.
I mean, good for both teams. If it
so
ends
did Arizona
up
want to steal Rosen from Miami?
Well, I mean, they need a quarterback.
I understand that.
They need a corner, too, though, and there's a good one out there.
Oh, man. This is something. I wonder if Minkah Fitzpatrick comes in and takes over Honey Badger's spot.
Ah, man. So here we go, Cardinals.
Who's it going to be, man? We got to keep talking here. Who's it going to be? I'm so excited. Josh Rosen. That's the pick. Yep, all right, there you go.
Yeah, I know we kind of speculated there, but they need a quarterback more than they need a corner. Like we were saying, they have a decent front seven.
I wonder how this plays. I wonder if there's a...
he might start.
Okay, well, that's what I was just going to say. Is there going to be a quarterback competition? Because Sam Bradford ain't no slouch. He just can't stay healthy.
He ain't Mitch Trubisky where he's coming in off the street not knowing how to run an offense. He's Josh Rosen.
Polished quarterback. He's ready to play. Arguably the best quarterback who's been drafted tonight.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you were to ask me off the cuff here to rank who is winning the draft so far, the Broncos adding Bradley Chubb, I think that's huge.
That defense is already stacked. And now they just added Chubb.
Indy adding Quentin Nelson, it's an honest need, and the Cardinals taking Josh Rosen, because this guy is my plug-and-play quarterback out of this group. I think this is the best. And Miami now... Lamar Jackson?
I was about to say the same thing. I was just about to say the same thing, but is it too early for Lamar Jackson?
Oh, man. Trade back Lamar Jackson? But that's the thing, too. Who's trading back up to... Or do you take best available and take Minkah, take Tremaine Edmonds? Man, it's crazy to see, Tampa Bay may end up getting the guy that they wanted all along at 12. In Minkah with trading
the pick away.
With trading the pick away.
That's unbelievable, and that's whoever that GM is deserves a bonus.
Right. Tampa in general too, man. They kind of they've had some rough go here too. They have a good defense, or decent defense, not one of, but obviously with a quarterback that they think that they can contend with, probably the last year that Jameis Winston kind of on a show it kind of deal here, not like in a sense of contract, but people got to be getting tired of his act down there because he's been there for a while, and it seems like. Man, these guys just can't get any better. He's got an awesome wide receiver to throw to as well,
right.
Mike Evans.
I just want to say one thing real quick. So out of the Pro Football Weekly grades, there are only 4 players ranked ahead of Roquan Smith in this draft.
One of them is still available.
Yeah, which is insane. So I'm just going to give you the quick 4. Bradley Chubb is ranked at a 7.5. Obviously, he went over to Denver. Quentin Nelson, who we did want.
Just the Colts.
Who my father obviously wanted because he texted me about it. Man, that's so cool that my dad's text. It makes me happy. Quentin Nelson, who went over to the Colts to protect Andrew Luck. Saquon Barkley, who was the second pick in the NFL draft to the New York Football Giants. Minkah, Fitzpatrick, who has not been drafted yet, is at a 7.2. So he is actually tied with Saquon Barkley for third as the highest rated player in this draft. And then you got Roquan. You got Roquan here at 5, and he's tied with Denzel Ward and Derwin James.
Which is amazing, too, because I'm glancing at your list over there and going down the list all the way at, I can't count it, I'm going to count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. At 12 is the number 1 pick in Baker Mayfield.
I just think there's only one quarterback above him, though.
Also,
and that's Darnold.
Right.
Which is very surprising to me.
And that's the other thing, too. Other than Barkley, with Denzel Ward, I think it's 6 there in the ranking. There are 5 players who went directly after the 4th pick.
Yeah, that's insane.
Which, oh, man, if you're a Browns fan, you got to be like, what are we doing here? Like,
dude, I cannot believe they took.
I am really
Denzel
slamming
Ward.
The Browns here because it's. Oh man, this draft has just been. Why?
If
Unless you really have the.
If you do remember, I have been a big proponent. Our friends have said that Minkah is better than Denzel Ward. I've been fighting that all week, man, and you've seen it. I got the text messages. I think because they say he's not a playmaker enough. Did you see those highlights with that kid? That kid knocks you the hell out, and that kid takes the ball away from you. What are you talking about? No turnovers.
No,
I wouldn't take him at 4 either.
This is a thing where if you had the 4th pick...
I didn't say I'd take him at 4.
That's what I'm saying. If you had the 4th pick and you're the Browns, find anybody to trade down to within the top 10.
I just thought the Browns wanted to make their offense more explosive, which is why I'm surprised they didn't take Saquon and then take their chances with one of the quarterbacks on the board.
Well, their defense was pretty solid last year, if I remember, too. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't. I mean, they sucked. I mean, they lost
but it wasn't because they couldn't play. It was because they couldn't score most of the time. I mean, they were obviously a bad football team.
They're the worst football team in the NFL.
Didn't win a game,
right?
But it's been crazy to see that that's what you do with 1 and 4 when you had the options for so many different 1-4s.
Okay, did you know this fun fact on Pro Football Weekly that Mason Rudolph was above Josh Allen?
Interesting.
In their quarterback grades.
Wow.
All right, well, this will be the last pick that we talk about, or should we stay through Tampa Bay?
No, we got to stay through Tampa Bay.
Okay, we'll stay through Tampa Bay to see if...
And that's about it.
Oh, Minka's gone.
Yeah.
He's in Miami. Well, then who? Maybe they don't get who they wanted now, because in the beginning, Tampa Bay was rumored for Minka Fitzpatrick at 7.
Yeah, that's...
Before they traded down.
What does Tampa do now?
I don't care.
Derwin?
Probably Derwin James, yeah. I would say that because, Minka's more of a hybrid. He's not a corner, he's more of a safety.
Unless they felt like Derwin was going to be there at 12 from the beginning anyway by doing the... See, this draft is nuts already, man. It's been...
What did I say in the car on the way home?
It's going to be nuts.
I told you it was going to be crazy.
Buckle your seatbelts. And honestly, I think it's only going to get crazier as the picks go here, because you got to think teams are going to jump up to get maybe Lamar, because some people see him as a project guy that they can maybe work with and get. And there's still some decent talent left on the board that you could jump up and grab if you're one of those teams that... Because we're starting to get towards the teams that are towards the playoffs. Obviously, Green Bay, they seem to always contend in the North. They're probably going to get a solid player here at 14. But the way this draft is going, it's so crazy.
I just want to say one thing about the Green Bay pick. Screw you, Green Bay.
Yeah,
go to hell. Boo.
But
all right, this will be our last pick, guys. I know I said we were going to stick around for the, just stick around here for the
Tampa
Bay pick, or I'm sorry, the Miami pick. We are going to stick here for the Tampa Bay pick. This will be our last just live reaction. We'll do the top 12. I got to put the baby to bed.
Yeah,
He's got to work tomorrow.
Home.
I got to work tomorrow. I got to set my alarm right now before I forget.
I actually haven't been home since Monday. Been out traveling.
You came straight here, didn't you?
Yeah, we and I know that we plugged this the last video. Brad is going to do the Skyline Chili reaction soon. I have the chili.
It's in my cupboard.
In a can, which I wanted to kind of talk about this on... I should have did this while we were kind of in between picks, but as we are now, we will we'll do it. But I had a tough go with it. I woke up this morning and I had to work, and I figured that I would work my way back towards Illinois. So I woke up at 6 and I got out and I'm like, how am I going to get this chili? Because what chili joint is open at 6:30 in the morning? Of course it wasn't, but I did not know Skyline Chili is served in a can too. Gross. So there are 2 cans of Skyline Chili, and we're actually going to do it both because I feel bad that the kid's going to be put on the spot to eat this Skyline Chili in front of you. We are going to do it together.
Awesome. I'm ready for it.
So he seems excited. He saw it. He said gross the minute that I put it on the table and I hit my head on the thing. I did that. I'm pointing you over here.
I didn't do it yet today.
I know. No, you did in the beginning.
Oh, I did. That's true. I am actually tweeting out our new video that just dropped if the MLB should shorten its regular season.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, it's...
So on the air here, how did Ricky do that?
Maybe Sean uploaded it. I don't know. Because our counterparts over at the, believe it or not, the Fast Break are doing a live NFL draft reaction video right now. So they're live over on the YouTube. Obviously, you're not going to see this for a couple days, but they are live over on the YouTube right now.
I thought Ricky was going to try to cut in the Bears reaction tomorrow.
To his reaction. Because remember,
he's not doing a reaction.
Ricky's not at home. He's going to make a video where he's reacting to the picks.
Right.
Because he has no idea what's going on right now. He's at the movies.
He's at the movies. Yeah, who goes to the movies on draft night? Pick us in, by the way.
Ricky goes to the movies.
In between here. Yeah, we've been kind of like... But I'm happy with what the Bears did. I think that day 2 is where you're going to really start to evaluate this draft if it's... Because as of right now, I give the Bears an A. This is an A+, maybe not A+. A+ is probably Quentin Nelson falling down.
Well, listen, man, this is I'm going to give it an A. Obviously, I'm just going to give it an A. I'm not going to play A+.
Nobody's A+. I'm
going to give it an A because A+ is whatever.
Yeah, that's like Hall of Famer.
Right, I'm going to give it an A right now. I am very, 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 very excited that this linebacking core is young, is mean, and has a dude like Vic Fangio at the top.
At the helm. Just being like, hey, get in there.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Dude, this front seven is
going to be scary. Remember the days back at... obviously, we weren't alive, but the 85 Bears where they would hit people. That's what I want.
Again. That's why I wanted Denzel Ward. If everybody was like, oh, you
just think about it now.
You need to take corner or whatever,
Just think about it now. These guys would be jumping up into gaps quick and...
Oh, my God, dude. Like, look at Leonard Floyd. He's a freak. Roquan's a freak, and they're coming off your end. Then you have that pure strength in the middle with Nick Kwiatkowski and then Danny Trevathan. Like, dude, are you serious?
That's
and then our
4.
safeties. The only questionable thing a little bit, and because I'm not a Kyle Fuller fan is the corners. And you got Fuller,
but that's the
Callahan,
thing too.
and Amukamura.
If Kyle Fuller plays like last year, this year,
this defense is top
7,
3, dude.
This defense is unbelievable. And that's the thing. We brought in a coach to steal touchdowns because he's this great offensive mind who is going to put people in mismatches, put them in the right spot to be successful. I think that this is a home run pick for the Bears, and I'm going to jump out on a limb here. I think that the Bears, I was pegging them at a 7 and 9. I think that this pick puts them at 8 and 8. Maybe if they get lucky, you're a 9 and 7 squad.
I am still saying 9 and 7. 8 and 8 to 9 and 7. I know you said 7 and 9 to 8 and 8. I'm still saying 9 and 7.
See, my 7 and 9 was me thinking that they are not going to make the right pick.
I still think that the Packers with Aaron Rodgers coming back are going to be tough. Obviously, the Lions are tough, and obviously
traded up, get Vita Vea.
Okay, well that's okay. We'll end it with that. But I do think that the Vikings are a very good football team, and especially after adding Kirk Cousins, that's scary. Detroit's scary. Green Bay is scary. So, as for us, the Outcast with Buzz and Juice here, follow us on Twitter at MVP Buzzweed, at MVP Juice Man. We would like to thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing here on YouTube. Please go to mostvaluablepodcast.com to get yourself a cool t-shirt, to learn about us, and see videos that are posted from every one of our shows, including the Primetime Podcast, the Onside Kick, and the Fast Break. Please go to patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast to donate to earn yourself some cool prizes now that we have the phone line, which is right meow, hooked up. If you guys want to donate to Patreon, maybe Ricky could set something up where we do that with you guys one day. We will be having people from Sports Mockery on. We will be hopefully having Kelly Scaletta back on with us like we did back in the day to cover NBA. Shout out to Kelly. Kelly Scaletta is a writer for Bleacher Report, FanRag, Hoops Hype, stuff like that. We will be having Bulls Scripted on. Which is Keith. We will be having Kyle and Rob on from 3 Guys Sports, Sox Nerd. We're gonna have some stuff in the works here for you guys. So please, if you go to patreon.com, you could be and donate. You could be a part of that. Thank you for all the support. Thank you guys for letting us do this.
And thank you guys for bearing with us during. I know that a lot of you guys enjoy our Bulls talk. A lot of you guys enjoy our Cubs and White Sox talk. I know this was very draft and NFL centered. But
we tried our best.
We did what we had to do.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, we are going to try to revisit the Pelicans pick because we didn't give it the time of day.
Right, it got 20 minutes, which if you guys want us to hit that again, let us know. If you guys want us to go a different route besides big men, let us know. We can come up with different draft scenarios. If the Bulls take
we will be talking about a little bit more than normal, too.
Right, we'll be talking a lot more playoffs.
We've gotten the green light to talk NBA playoffs.
Right, so you guys, let us know what you want to hear. Thank you for letting us do this. Please, again, do not forget to go to iTunes also and give a 5-star rating to everybody in the MVP podcast, the Most Valuable Podcast family. 5-star rating, comment down below on why you dig it. and stuff like that. And then don't forget about us, man, the Outcasts,
And from the Outcasts, I want to say thank you to the fans and welcome Roquan Smith.
Yeah, welcome Roquan Smith, man.
Chicago Bear.
You want to know where good pizza is, man? Don't be like Allen Robinson and not respond to us on Twitter, dog. We'll go get you some good pizza on us. We'll buy a beer or two. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he might want us to. Well, he's got to bulk up. So pizza's good.
Okay. You want?
And maybe
I'll buy myself a beer then.
We'll get some protein type.
I don't want protein. I want beer.
For him. Oh, you got to bulk him up a little bit.
Well, we can give.
That's the only weakness the guy's got.
I'm bulking up, dude, and I drink beer.
Well, that's a little middle
Get
gut.
That dad
we don't need
black.
That middle gut. But thank you guys. I appreciate you bearing with us throughout this night because hey, it's
been a very exciting night.
Very exciting. We're happy to bring this to you guys. Thank you. Lead us out, Buzz.
All right, man. Please keep, again, one more time, follow us on Twitter at MVP Buzzweed, at MVP Juice Man. Go follow Most Valuable Podcasts on Twitter at Most Valuable Pod. We love when you guys tweet at us. We love being involved with the fans and everything like that. So, again, man, as episode 7 is wrapping up, Roquan Smith, the Monsters of the Midway defense is back.
They're back.
Let us know what you guys think
Bears
down in the
back.
comment section below.
Hashtag Bears are back.
Hashtag Bears are back. Podcast and not chill tonight. We getting lit.
We getting hit.
We getting hit. We getting
quarterbacks,
lit,
baby. That's what the Bears are doing.
It's
all
gonna
next
be
year.
Scary. All right.
Podcast get hit.
Podcast and get hit, bitch. Peace out.
See ya.